Be Bold family, and welcome back to season 3. I hope you are just as excited as I am right now. It's been a long wait, I know. I'm very, very sorry, but we're back with full action, full vim. I mean, you will not believe what we have for you. Well, guys, my name is Crystal Jeanne, as you know me, and I do have a surprise for you. In studio with me, I have a co-host. Some of you know her. She's been on a lot of the Be Bold shows as a roving reporter, but this season 3, it's going to be double action. Stera Mekatini!
Hi everybody, my name is Stera. Crystal and I have been doing this together for about 5 years now. We've been working so hard. We've been all over the continent, really, all over the globe. And I have always been behind the scenes, but now I decided, you know what, it is time to step out, get busy with the action a bit more, help Crystal out. So we're going to see how that goes. I have been working with Crystal so hard on season 3. We've been all over Ghana. We've been to Akosombo, we've been to Eburi, we've been to the north of Ghana, we've been to the east of Ghana, the west of Ghana, the south of everywhere, just to see what young entrepreneurs are doing and how they're making their money. But before we start with season 3, Crystal, I think we should just take a look at what has happened in seasons 1 and 2. Let's have a look.
We are bringing you education and building opportunity for leadership and development. Season 1 of the show was filled with fun and laughter, and most of all, lots of inspiration.
Doing stories like that, you can save a life.
Nobody knows tomorrow.
Being bold is not always easy.
Bold and broke. What a combination.
But at the end of the day, we do it for the betterment of our nation and encourage you all to be
bold. Be bold.
Be bold.
Don't forget, be bold.
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 Believe in yourself. You have confidence, you have courage, you have faith. Just be bold and you would make it.
Get ready for an even bigger, better and bolder season where we take you to South Africa and focus on educational issues in Ghana.
Welcome to Joburg.
Welcome to
South Africa and be bold. Be bold. This is a story that must be told. This is Manifest, and I'm telling you, be bold.
I love going back into time because then I just remember the journey and the struggles and what we've been through, and
everything.
It's phenomenal.
Done
And it's
so
like
much.
Everyone's been so inspired by everyone's story, and that's the whole point, the whole domino effect. Seeing someone doing it and it's like, wow, I'm inspired. I'm also gonna do my own. It's happening. People have come to us and they've actually been inspired, and they've been on the show because of seeing somebody else. That's the amazing stuff. That's amazing. That's all we want. It means we're accomplishing something, right?
Definitely.
Now, the YouTube channel, we've been getting a lot of hits on there. Over 40,000 plus hits. We're talking about the US, UK, Canada, Netherlands, Germany,
Japan even.
I saw someone, even in Saudi Arabia, we have
Yes,
about
I saw that
120
one.
views as well. So it's really getting far and wide, and you guys are doing amazing. If you're not getting a chance to see it on TV, that means you can go on the channel to watch all the episodes since season 1, season 2, and now obviously season 3 will be on there as well. On our website, www.thebeboldshow.com, which is sponsored by Dream Oval. Also get on there. You can find out more
about me.
Yes.
Also very
your
much.
new host.
See what's been going on with my life. And also we've started a new thing where we have a directory now. So every single person you've ever seen on the Be Bold show will have their contact details, their websites, whatever you want. Now, Crystal,
Yes.
we have been out of the studio for a while. What has happened in your life
I don't know.
that has made this happen?
I have no idea.
I think you need to share with the audience what has been going on.
Fine. The moment has finally come where I'm going to announce what's been going on in my life. I got married! Yes. I found my Prince Charming, yes. And I got married, what was it, March 17th? So I have been really excited. There's been a new, oh yes, that's us over there.
That's our high school sweetheart, by the way. Yes.
and all the ladies that were part of my ETV crew that came, my friends from all over the world came, and it was such a spectacular moment, and I'm happy.
Beautiful
I'm
day.
super happy. Now you know why we've been delaying, but isn't it worth it? If you're gonna get married, it's gotta be worth it. What do you say?
I fully agree.
Yes.
Definitely. Well, congratulations, Crystal. It's really fantastic. But, you know, we need to get started with the show. So let's go to our first trip. And we went to Akosombo and we went to check out the dam. And a lot went down there because we found out that the dam is the second largest dam in man-made lake in the world. Now, before this, it was the first biggest lake, but now because of the Chinese are everywhere all the time, it's now the second biggest. And also very interesting, this dam solely provides Ghana with about 60% of its electricity. It's the biggest electricity hub in West Africa and also gives electricity to so many other countries around us. So let's have a brief look at what Crystal and I learned when we were in Akosombo.
Akosombo proved to be a lot of fun, and we learned much more than we had expected. Who would have thought that on our way there, we would get to see real baboons? But right as we got to Shy Hills and the nearby monkey sanctuary, there they were, a whole clan of them. And look, that's the big daddy. He was ready to protect his clan no matter what, and ready to pounce us if we came any closer. After this experience, our day was made, and we could only imagine the great things that lay ahead of us. As we approached the beautiful and picturesque town of Akosombo, which has often been dubbed as the Switzerland of Ghana, we were amazed once again by its beauty, cleanliness, and organization. We've made it all the way to the Akosombo port. Our very first stop and the main attraction in this town is the dam, along with one of the biggest man-made lakes that was built to facilitate it. Our tour guide explained how the dam was built, the impacts it had on forestry and the people living in the area, and the significance of the dam for providing electricity around Ghana and beyond. Akosombo, of course, already existed, but was rediscovered by the Australian geologist Sir Albert Kitson in his search for bauxite, a rock which is used in working with aluminium. It was Kwame Nkrumah who eventually believed in the construction of the dam in 1961, as it would help the industrial development by providing electricity for the aluminium industry. The construction of the dam took up to 5 whole years. We really didn't realize how high the dam was until we got to the Volta Hotel that overlooks the dam. The structure is just so huge and extremely high. Akosombo, the town that generates electricity for most of Ghana and beyond. What a place!
Can I just say that Crystal was so scared when we were standing on the dam because I think she's slightly afraid of heights.
What? I'm not afraid of heights.
Honestly, Crystal.
I'm not afraid of
You're
heights.
like, Anyway, guys, let's just go for a break. But honestly, stay with us. Come back because you will not want to miss what happens after this.
Welcome back to Be Bold. As promised, we have lots of exciting things. Sarah did talk about us going to Akosombo. So at Akosombo, yes, we talked to a lot of entrepreneurs. We were at the dam first
We
of all.
jumped
that you
from
saw.
the dam.
Yes. Tilapia story that we went, and then we saw some funny baboons
Crazy
on the
baboons.
road. So that was very
so
exciting.
scary.
Now, I don't know about you, but one of my favorite meals is Wakye. I mean, I know you can't deny that you've bought Wakye at some point in your life. Have you ever wondered what the life of a Wakye seller is like? Well, we had a chance to interview her, and I went out, we ate some of that delicious food.
It was fantastic.
It was. So let's find out from the Wakye seller what her day is like.
Be Bold is near Akosombo at a market called Sapo, and we're just going to look around, see what young entrepreneurs are doing here, how they're making their money in this region. So join us and let's see what happens.
We asked around to find successful traders who had been there for a while, and many pointed at Rose Narde, a woman with 4 children who has been selling Wakye and the Sapo market for decades. She starts off telling us about how she goes about making one of Ghana's most popular meals.
When I wake up at dawn to start preparing the Wakye, I soak my beans in water the night before and prepare the rice early morning. I make my stew, eggs, gari and talia on the side. Getting here is a challenge for me every morning because getting transport from where I live to this market is almost impossible, but by God's grace, I manage.
We asked her how many people she can serve in a week and how much she sells her Wakye for.
About 100 people. My prices range between 3 cedis to 5 cedis per meal, depending on the meat that you want. I can make about 300 cedis a day on a very good day, but as low as 80 cedis a day when there isn't much traffic.
She further goes to tell us more about how she supports her family with the money that she earns.
Business is not bad. At least I can use this money to support my children at home. I work, my husband works, and that is how we are able to pay the children's school fees. The biggest challenge I face selling Wakye is transportation to and from this venue. My dream for the future is to keep selling Wakye, hopefully get a lot of money out of my Wakye.
Oh my goodness, Crystal, I'm so hungry right now. It looks delicious. And you know what's interesting to me is the fact that everybody in that area keeps coming back to her. Makes you wonder what she puts in the Wakye, you know.
It's me, I don't care what she puts in. As long as I'm eating some good Wakye,
delicious.
I'm happy.
Delicious. Now, the next story we have for you is about a jack of all trades. You know, sometimes you feel like, I always feel like I can do everything and anything I put my mind to. And I found a like-minded soul. His name is Onyeka. He's a model. He's an actor. I guess he can sing a little, you know, have a tune in there too. So let's have a look at what he does and how he does it.
Currently at Silver Lounge with Onyeka, who is an actor. He's a professional model as well and a poet. This guy is a jack of all trades, and he's sitting right here with me. Thank you so much for joining us on the Be Bold show.
Thank you, Crystal.
Yes, so tell me more. You doing all of these things, is this what you've been doing all your life, or how did you get into all of this?
That's what I've been doing all my life, ever since I was a child, like 4 years in Nigeria. I was acting in school, my primary school, and basically I was doing lots of performances such as acting, dancing, recital of poem. And one of my highlights as a child when I was growing up was where I performed alongside one of Nigeria's greatest high life musician, Daddy Shoki. Most of the Nigerians who are watching, they will surely know who Daddy Shoki is. Yeah. It was an experience that I really enjoyed with lots of my peer groups in school. And then and there, I discovered that, no, this is something that I've always wanted to do, acting. I open magazines, I see lots of people, lots of pictures and everything. I kind of like adore what I see, and I said, okay, I would want to do it. And the poetry aspect of the acting is part of acting, it's part of what I have always been doing, acting here and there. So I kind of like had to merge everything, and here I am today.
Yeah, wow, wow. It's really, I've seen a lot. This guy is the most determined person that I know, because even to, you know, get on here, you know, you send emails back and forth and we're talking and I'm like, wow, I've never met anybody so determined. So, you know, do you use a lot of this determination to get to where you are right now?
Before I start, I would want to say thank you very much to the Bibo team. I've always discovered or known that in life, no one would support you or no one would help you and believe in you if you do not believe in yourself. And so I'd wanted to do something that no one has ever done. I'd wanted to do something different from what every other person is doing. And to do that, I need to push, I need to forge on, I need to be bold, I need to be strong, I need to let you know that this is who I am, this is what I'm doing, and you need to listen, you need to watch me, you need to give me your attention for just a few minutes for you to discover what is in me. And I'm sure that I've been able to convince you, and that's why I'm here today.
Yeah, well, you certainly did, you certainly did.
I'm going to do 3 lines from, okay, let me put Emily Dixon's poem, Emancipation. No rock can touch me. My soul's a liberty. Behind this molded bone, there meets a bolder one. My life, my soul needs freedom. Accept thyself may be thy own enemy. Captivity is consciousness, so is liberty.
Okay, you've kind of sold me. You've kind of sold me. That's good. That's good. All right. Well, what if you had to? I'm gonna give you something. If you just found out, let's say, that you lost your job, you were earning $1 million a year, and you just lost your job completely, and you have to go home and explain to your wife that you've lost your job. Go.
I need to stand up to this.
All right.
Okay. Hello, baby. Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm good.
Work today was okay, you know. But there's something I need to discuss with you.
Really? What?
It's not going to be. It's not going to be easy, but. I've just lost my job. I don't know how. I got to work today, just like every other day, and everything was gone. I don't know what to do. I'll see you around. I'm going inside to take a shower.
Well, I don't know. I was sold there too. But the last part, you were smiling to me. You're gonna take a shower after you just told me this. We need to talk about this a bit more. What do you mean you lost your job? $1 million. What do you want me to do? Wow, Onyeka, you have talent. Definitely, you have a lot of talent. Okay. All right, well, I do like your outfit that you're wearing. Can you tell us exactly where did you get this outfit from?
I'm officially, I was signed to be at the new face of Ejani clothing line.
Okay.
So I'm actually wearing some of her designs, and also I'm the new face of Horseman Shoes. So most of all my outings, always.
So these shoes are made here as well?
Yeah, he made here in Ghana by Imperial Tony of Horseman Shoes.
Wow, wow. So you're like a walking advert of designers.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, my last thing from you is just to tell us advice you have for male, you know, I think you're just all-rounded great, you know, if you're doing poetry, model and acting, you know, so what do you, there are a lot of males out there that want to be just like you, perhaps don't even have the height to be a runway model, but they don't even know about all these other things. What advice do you have for them on Be Bold today?
Okay, my advice to all those models out there who you know yourselves, you're not that tall. Learn the arts, learn what modeling is all about. There's a chance for you in the industry, but you just need to know where you fit. We have fitness modeling, we have advertising modeling, we have catalog modeling, we have editorial, we have billboard modeling. Know where you fit, learn. It's all on the internet. We're all on Facebook, Twitter, and everything, but we fail to use the internet wisely. Learn about the inside, the creative aspects of the modeling, what to do, what you're supposed to do, and try as much as possible to fix yourself in that aspect that you know, I've learned it now, I am good as a fitness model, I'm good as an advertising model, and I'm sure you'll be able to break boundaries. Don't put yourself in a position where you just be so frustrated.
Yeah.
Or you feel, you know quite well you're not supposed to be there.
Yeah.
People who are there are way taller than you are, and you say, I want to be a runway model, and countless times you'll be rejected. So know who you are, fix yourself in a particular place where you know that I'm good in this particular place.
Wonderful. Well, high five for all the determination. You are certainly great. All right, you have heard it. Okay. So great, Onyeka, you have done amazing. Thank you so much for being on the show with us right now. You've heard it from Onyeka, who's a model, he's an actor, he's I mean, jack of all trades, really. And you've heard he's not even tall enough to be a runway model, but he is doing it. His determination is something I've not yet seen before. So hope you've learned something from Onyeka. And once again, we'd like to thank Silver Lounge for letting us use this place for this interview. How about the acting? Did you? That was my favorite
that
part.
Was good.
The
He's
acting,
good.
He is
good.
good.
I really
No,
think
he's
he
got
is.
something going on. Hopefully, he gets really far. Anyone that steps on Be Bold makes it far.
Course.
So, of course. All right, guys, let's take a break. We'll be back in a moment. Do you ever wonder about how to make money? Like, what are some of the most exciting ways of making money? Well, we've introduced a new segment, which is in a day in the life of somebody. So we're going to be doing all sorts of very exciting day in the lives of someone. Now, the very first one, I don't know about you, but sometimes when you park somewhere where you're not supposed to park, especially at the airport, if you park even 2 seconds or 3 seconds too late, you have these clampers come and clamp your car, and you there's nothing you can do. You have to either pay the fine or your car is stuck there.
Hi everybody! We are driving to the Accra Mall today because we are starting our Day in the Life of segment. And our very first segment that we're going to be doing is a day in the life of a clamper. So we're just going to see what's going to happen there. We're going to follow them for the days, and we're going to also introduce our challenge for the day. So what happens is we're going to ask the leader to give us a challenge. So let's see if maybe they will allow us to clamp somebody. I am so excited. We're going to pick up Crystal first, and then we shall be on our way. Bye. All right, we made it to the Accra Mall, which is one of the busiest areas in the whole of Accra. We are now waiting for the clampers to come, but as we were coming here, we already saw a couple of cars that were actually clamped. So we're going to ask them why these are the cars that are being clamped, and you know, just to understand why they do that.
A maximum waiting sign here. Okay. You are supposed to spend 2 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes. then you move away. Now this vehicle, when we came, is just waiting. If you want to wait, you find a suitable place to do that.
Can you please tell us what happened to your tire over there?
I came and waited here to deliver a message to someone. All of a sudden, I saw them coming to climb my vehicle.
You look very happy about it.
Relax.
Oh, relax. I have no choice. Even if I'm sad, they will still climb it. And I still have to go through the processes to get my car back.
Did you know it was wrong to park there?
Obviously, no. I wouldn't see crime or trouble and go into it. But my advice to them is that the message should be very clear and bold for everybody to see.
So it wasn't clear.
Where it is written? Where is it?
On the other side, when you're driving in.
You see, it's even very difficult to see it. It's not easily noticeable. You're visible. So it's not that people deliberately want to offend the law.
There was a taxi driver and his door was open and they stopped the car, everybody got out and they clamped the car. So we just...
And it is totally
so
exciting.
scary.
It's kind of scary. And I'm like, oh my goodness, action, action, action. And
so
you know,
we're just waiting on the guy to come back to see exactly what happened because apparently you can either pay on the spot and if you can't pay on the spot, your car gets towed.
Actually, he parked on the bus stop. At least you pick somebody, then you go. You let somebody, you go. Right. He's not supposed to park on the bus stop. He's going to pay 56 cities, 560,000. Yeah.
Liz, you want to tell us what happened?
I don't have anything to say. Somebody just stopped me there. It's only just 1 minute. I want to talk to the person. Just 1 minute, you know. I just come down. They say they can't get car. So I don't have anything to say.
So do you think the amount is fair? 56 cities?
Yeah, I don't know anything about. I don't know anything about them.
Okay, so we've clamped about 2 cars now and we are going...
A private and a public car.
A private car and a taxi. And now every car, there's been somebody who entered with the car and is going to the head office. So now we are going back to the head office to see what happens there.
For me, the most interesting part is the amount. 56 Ghana cities. If you don't have it on you, that means every day you go somewhere, if you park somewhere wrongly, you should have 56 Ghana cities on you.
Yes, but what he was saying, which makes sense though, is that because of it, you need to learn to drive well. I mean, you know you can't, as a car, personal car, you know you cannot stop at a bus stop unless you have an issue with your car and you have put your triangle on the side.
Yeah.
So that's what we just saw. There was a car with a triangle. He's allowed to stay there up to 1 hour.
Okay, to get his
before
car
he gets clamped. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. All right.
All right, let's head on to the headquarters and find out more what's happening.
Yes.
All right, so at this point, we want to find out exactly what it takes to clamp. How do you actually clamp? Use this yellow clamper to clamp the car tire. So, woo! If you can please show us how it's going to work.
You do it like this. Just raise this one. You see?
And that's it.
And then you put the padlock.
Yeah, and you lock it.
Wow. That's it. Yeah. And now the car cannot move. Crystal, can you try? Try and like move it. Move the lock. Nope. It won't go anywhere. I'm learning new things all day long. So this is, I can see now, there's no parking, you know, there's a board. There's a sign.
Yes, you should know it. Because there's a sign warning you not to park here.
Oh, okay. I was about to escort him to the yard. I thought maybe you don't have the money here. So I was about to escort him and he said he will pay it here. So we are collecting the sport fund.
And so now what happens with the money?
The money is for the AAME.
So when you go, so what happens now? Like
We are going to give the money to our office. Later, they will send it to AMA.
I'm working with my boss and he's speaking something in the office here. Speaking something in the office.
On the other side of the road.
Yes, please.
He was supposed to take the vehicle to the place that he was going to cash his money because they're having a car park. So you cannot leave the vehicle in a bus stop. You just consider the number of vehicles that are using the bus stop. You just leave it here and go and do your own thing, you see. So this is what we want to avoid.
The reason is it may depend on how long the car is parked there and the purpose for which it is parked. Sometimes not deliberately.
But do you think if they deliberately park there and everything is right, to clamp them?
No, for a moment, you always park for a reason, for a purpose.
So we should find out what the purpose is before
Yes,
you clamp.
before you clamp.
Okay, in the case where they are wrong, they charge them 56 Ghana cedis. Is that fair?
No, it's not fair. It's too much.
So how much do you think they should charge them?
Like 5 cedi or 10 cedi.
But don't you think then people will park plenty anyhow, anywhere?
No, I don't mostly see it. Maybe just once in a while.
Do you think it's dangerous for people to just park anywhere?
No, it's not that one. It's not good.
It's not dangerous.
Yeah, it's dangerous. Dangerous.
So do you like the job that they are there clamping people's cars or no? Do you think it's fair?
Some way.
Or useful? Or useful?
Yeah, it's useful, but in some way should be a limit. There should be a limit. Sometimes they may use it to oppress people.
I know that here is not a parking place, so when you park at the wrong place, maybe you have to be, because to cause maybe accident or something like that. So I think it's okay.
How they charge is too much. Though they have committed, but they should, lower the price. I think if they charge about say 20 Ghana cedis, I think it's okay.
The one I want to tell you, if you catch you, take to your office.
Oh.
It's a good profession to have.
Yeah. Because at the end of the month, we hand something. So I think it's okay.
So what should a young lady who wants to be a clamper know?
They can come in because it's good. It's a good job. If they wanted to come, they can come in there so that we all together we work. Because I think it's better than you are being in the house doing nothing. You see.
What's the scariest thing that has happened to you before whilst doing this job?
Last time I was at a shopping mall. We clamped a car and he wanted to do escort. Normally we don't do escorts alone. If you are a standby, you can't do the escort because you will remove the clamp and you sit inside the car. So when you are alone there and you remove the clamp, the person can run away. So you have to call your leader so that he comes, so that you remove it and you sit in it. And in this case, this guy just opened the clamp. While there's this thing in it, the padlock in it, you open it and he just drove away with the clamp. He remove it and put it inside his car and then drove the car away.
Wow. So it means the clamp wasn't locked?
The car was locked all right, but I don't know what strategy he used to remove it.
So you lost the clamp?
Yeah, we lost the clamp.
And you never found it?
Up to now, we have not seen it.
But now I understand that you have a challenge for Crystal and me. What is the challenge?
I will allow you to take one of the clamps and clamp this vehicle.
This vehicle?
Yes, and let's see how you will do it, and you'll be able to learn something out of it. couldn't achieve your goal. Though you tried your best, but it wasn't enough. You see, this shows how difficult our work is. And sometimes a driver can come in and while the metal or the clamp is there, the driver can just come in and drive off. With that, you pay extra fund. That will be 500 Ghana cedi.
It was very heavy. Putting the clamp in the tire has a whole technique. If you don't know how to do it, you can't do it. So
we suck.
Respect.
People!
Welcome back from the break, everybody. We're still in season 3 of the Be Bold Show. Now, the next guest that we had, that we interviewed, is a remarkable young woman.
Someone very dear to our hearts.
Very dear to our hearts, who designed our outfits and it will be sponsoring all our outfits for the entire season.
And that is CHRISTIE Brown!
We are so excited to have her as our stylist. She is a young woman. She's been everywhere. She's been to South Africa Fashion Week,
New York,
Nigeria Fashion
for the
Week.
Arise, the recent Arise that was on.
She's been in so many magazines, in Style magazine, Vogue Italy. That's a big one.
And check this, Sarah. Did you know that Alicia Keys' stylist, listen closely, Alicia Keys' stylist emailed her and told her to send some of her designs and her accessories to her from Ghana to be used for Alicia Keys for one of her magazine shoots.
Imagine.
I mean,
Alicia Keys!
What more do you want? And she styled so many celebrities and people are recognized. She's Ghana's own CHRISTIE Brown. I'm so proud of her.
Let's take a look at this remarkable young woman.
Meet CHRISTIE Brown. She is a Ghanaian-based luxury brand owner focused on dressing and accessorizing women with her beautifully designed outfits. Her humbleness is an inspiration to all and has gotten her far in the fashion industry. Besides having been featured with her creations in Vogue Italy, Glamour, New African Woman, Canoe Magazine, Genevieve Magazine, Jet Magazine, Vibe, and many others, she has made many a debut on the runway in New York, in Lagos, Nigeria, and Johannesburg, South Africa.
So how did CHRISTIE Brown start? Like when did your vision start and how did you even decide to do all of this?
I launched CHRISTIE Brown in 2008, in March of 2008. So prior to that, I was in Legon at the time. It was my final year, and I studied psychology. I majored in it. I enjoyed it too. I did a bit of philosophy as well. I dropped it at some time. Like I said, I enjoyed psychology, but I couldn't see myself working or being in that field. I've always loved fashion. It's always been my passion. And at the time, you didn't have a lot of people starting clothing lines here in 2008. So all using the print, in fun ways. I'm sure there were there are a couple of people who would go to their tailors and maybe take a dress they had and have them make it in print for them. But to actually have a go-to label or brand that you could rest assured that you get something African print that's interesting from there. We didn't have that, so I thought, okay, this would be good for here. Meanwhile, at the time, like in Lagos and so on, they were light years ahead. I mean, they had grasped the concept of using African print and using it in trendier ways, but here it wasn't the case. So you have the kaba and slip, and you didn't have a lot of young people wearing print. So that was the whole drive for them. Okay, I'm going to make CHRISTIE Brown about this, like how to revamp the use of wax paint. So I just went for it. And the name, I'm sure everybody's heard this story 1,000 times, but I'll say it again. It's my grandmother's name. Her name's CHRISTIE Brown. She's Brown, same pay as Ghana, so along the coast. You know how they get these names. Though it sounds very catchy as well. So I decided to name it after her because she was a seamstress, like all her life, for as long as I can remember. But she never had like a big fashion label or did any shows anywhere. She was really a housewife and a seamstress, and she would make stuff for her friends or friends and so on. So this is a way to like put her name out there. I'm sure she'll be proud. She better be. But so she passed about 2 years before I launched.
Now I have, seen the journey of Christie Brown. I've seen how far you've come. What are some of the challenges you faced in creating this brand?
Wow. I don't even know where to start. Okay, let me start from starting, like as in launching. So you've put it out there that, okay, you've started this label. And at the time, I didn't know how to do anything. I couldn't sew. All I had was my ideas. And like, I guess the idea of, how I wanted fabrics to look together or the kind of fits I want and so on, but I didn't know how to do anything. So that's when I decided to enroll at Joyce Ababu's Vogue South School of Fashion. That's what it's called. I always say Joyce, but she owns the school. So I enrolled there, and that's where I learned to stitch and draft patterns. You know, it's a whole year's course. It's a lot of work, but it was good training. Time management, and even just to know exactly how like a garment is put together. But you can just get up and say, I'm designing now and have tailors to aim everything for you. There's nothing wrong with that, but at least know how to do it. That's what I would say. So I'm glad I can. And it's fantastic.
Yeah. What about challenges you face with your employees?
Employees, you'd have a lot of challenges. We also need to be very understanding because I have the vision. I know how I want the things to come out. But let's say you have tailors or machinists. They're good at that. They're good at stitching. So it's about you being able to direct them in the right path so you get what you want. So you can't really put everything on them and expect them to put out like the best garments in the world. You'll be frustrated. So you learn that from the start as well, that you need to put your vision in there, and you can't be lazy with it, otherwise your stuff won't come out how you want it to look. Also, it's just people management, even anywhere, whether it's less educated people, more educated, you're dealing with human beings, so there'll be issues here and there, even amongst machinists, between you and your workers. It's just, you just need to know how to manage them, how to talk to them, and so on. But you would have issues. People not showing up for work, being late. It happens everywhere. When I finally, got my machines and my team together, I was working from actually where my grandma used to sew. When you're younger, it seems much bigger than it really is. So it was too small for if you wanted to grow and expand and so on. So we needed to move to a bigger space. The area is special, but it's a bigger space. We're able to spread out and do what we want to. I'm comfortable here. And there's no reason for coming out here. But I like that it's far from home. So when I'm here, I'm just tucked away and doing my thing, sketching and putting fabric together. You can kind of forget everything around you when you're in here.
How do you feel when you see someone wearing Christie Brown?
I pray they wear more of it, because not just because it's money in my pocket, but it's when I guess for people who are passionate about fashion, you kind of want women to look a certain way. You want women to always look on point or whatnot. So there's just some sort of joy when you see someone looking correct, and thank God. If it's Christie Brown, but that's the feeling I get. But what I hate is maybe somebody bought a nice piece. It's nice, alright, but it's just how they worn it is just so off. It makes me cringe a little. But all my clients are good. They don't wear the stuff basa. And what I do is a whole consultation. So I'd ask what you need the outfit for. That's how I'm able to even come up with something for the person, because it has to be appropriate for where they're going, and also that does suit their body types, because like I said, it's a consultation, so we take measurements and I get a feel of the client or the customer. So that's also a Christie Brown design together.
around for 2 years now. I've learned a lot of things, new stuff. Come a long way in terms of fashion. So yeah, it's been easy. It's very interesting because you have people working in and out, and I think it's a good location also. So it's not bad at all. In terms of that, you have to be very patient. You have to be very customer friendly. You have to talk well. So far, so good. So we're hoping to go higher than we are now, by the grace of God. Yeah. That's very interesting stuff, very creative stuff that you don't really see, which is my number one. Yeah.
Interesting. I mean, I am so inspired by her. How she does, even look at this delicate pieces that she does.
It's work.
And the way her finishing is, it fits so nicely on you, very snug. And I've had some of her dresses for the longest time. You know, sometimes you get stuff sewn and you feel like it's gonna break off of you or the zip is gonna bust. Never do I walk with confidence in CHRISTIE Brown.
I even have a skirt that she made for me long ago when she hadn't actually set up shop yet, and you know, it still lasts. I still wear it sometimes. So
alright guys, unfortunately this brings us to the end of the very first episode of season 3.
It went so fast.
It did go fast. It did go fast. But we have to thank our sponsors, guys. On our website, www.thebeboldshow.com, sponsored by Dream Oval. Get on there and see who is sponsoring us. We have YMX, Accents and Arts, CHRISTIE Brown now sponsoring our entire season.
Capture your memory bank
for all the pictures that we have on there. Dimensions Media, who's been helping us with our editing for this season, and who else? So many more, so many more. That's all we have for you. My name is Crystal Jeanne and
Sarah. See you next week.
Bye.